Hey, this is Ed Barrera from Gravity Works, where I teach people online how to overcome physical pain, reduce muscular stress and tension, and recover quickly from injury using safe, simple, natural tools known as somatic exercises, where we use the brain to change how muscles feel so you can move comfortably once again. What is the stretch reflex and who really cares? Okay, really. The stretch reflex is something that we need. So if you put your hand on the hot stove and you quickly move it away, you have that reflex. It's a very good thing to have. It's also the thing that doesn't allow my hand to go flying through the camera. There's a set point that we all have. And so when we move around, our muscles and our bones know where things are. But I was taught to stretch, right? I needed more range of motion because I was kind of stiff and immobilized and I lived in chronic pain. So I was doing those things. I was stretching, I was pulling on my limbs. But little did I know I was violating the very principle of the stretch reflex. Way back when, like in the 30s, they found out that if you push a contracted muscle, so if you're stiff and you're pushing a contracted muscle or pulling on it, afterwards the brain will send a message to recontract the muscles. That's why do we waste our time stretching? Stretching is actually bad for us. So how can we use the stretch reflex to help us? Now, I teach people how to facilitate movement. So what we teach people is don't push through the pain. Now, I know that I used to push through the pain, try all the strain, try and touch my toes if I could, because the end goal was I was getting greater range of motion. Well, little did I know things were tightening up. So what we can do is we can actually use less effort. It's as if you're going to kiss that stretch reflex. You get very close to it and then you back away. You get close to it and you back away. That's all we have to do. That's what animals are doing. They're not stretching. They're actually doing an active contraction followed by a release. They don't hold themselves for 30 seconds or for a minute or hang upside down unless they're a bat so that they can get release from their back pain. They do active contractions, control the release, and then move on. So that's how you can use the stretch reflex. Now, another way that we can use the stretch reflex is to overcome muscular spasms, because this is always the question, how do I get out of a muscular spasm? When you understand the principles of not going past the muscular spasm, then you're really working with the stretch reflex. As if I reach and my back goes out, I can't reach anymore. But if I tell myself in my mind I want to recreate that reach and keep practicing not only the reach but the release of that, my brain has nothing else to do but to send chemicals of relaxation, and then the muscles relax. So then I can then reach again comfortably. Because what do most people do? Once you do that move and you get that spasm, we don't do that move anymore, right? Like, I'm not going to put myself in the stretch reflex. Of course, nobody says that. We just don't do the move. But if we recreate the move with our consciousness, we can release ourselves. This is Ed Barrera from Gravity Works, wishing you always to move well.